Hello everyone, welcome to hands-on ICD-10 coding tutorial, session 22, how to code injury. First, an overview of session 22. In this session, I will first talk about the importance of coding injury. Then I will show you two traditional ways of coding injury by using a coding example. The major part of this session is to show you a new way, a cool way to code injury. Finally, I will show you how to document and code injury at the same time. First, why it is important to learn how to code injury. For 2020 edition of ICD-10 CM, there are a total of 72,256 number of codes. Among those 72,000 codes, the injury codes actually, there are 47,666 number of injury codes. So the injury codes covers around 66% of the total codes. In other words, roughly 2 out of the 3 codes are injury code. So if you know how to code injury, then you know how to code 2/3 of the ICD-10 CM codes. So inside those injury codes, in chapter 20, there are about 40,000 codes. And then in chapter 21, there's about 7,000 codes. And also if you work in an emergency department, so the mainly code injury. So let's first give you an example. Left ankle laceration, initial encounter. So please open up your book and follow along. So this is a hands-on tutorial. So first way, we can just use ICD-10 CM search functionality. So we can go to ICD-10 here and do a search. So laceration without foreign body, left ankle. That's the code you're looking for here. The first code here. So again, this code needs 7th character. So this is initial encounter. So the final code is S91.012A. That's the final code. So the second way of coding this is just go to the index here. In the index, you search for the keyword here is laceration. So you have a knee, ankle laceration. So you go to ankle here under laceration, and then here is the reference to S91.01. So you click that. Here it also bring you to this same page in the ICD-10 CM manual. Again, we have to use the it's an initial encounter. We have used the 7th character. So the final code is here, the same. That's two way, usually how to code injury. So next I will show you the third way, which is a cool way to code injury. So the third way is actually using ICD-10 CM code assistant feature. So first, you choose the body part. So in this case, the ankle. And then you choose the injury type. It could be superficial injury, open wound fracture, or crushing injury, etc. And then you choose more specific body parts. This, for example, if you choose face, the head, and then you choose the ear or nose, that's a more specific body part. And then finally, if you have laterality, you have to choose left or right. So I will give you 2 examples here. First, we'll just go through the same example, left ankle laceration, initial encounter. Here, just go to ICD-10 CM here, and then ICD-10 CM coding assistant. So you click injury, and then injury not related to birth. And then in this case, it's ankle here. So you choose ankle and the foot. And then laceration, you know, is an open wound. So you choose ankle again, and then you choose laceration without foreign body. Here you have left ankle here. So again, we have arrived at the same code here. And then also you have to choose the initial encounter. So again, we have the same code here, S91.012A. You can click this link here to go back to the ICD-10 CM manual. Or the second example is a little bit complicated. It's displaced fracture of shaft of first metacarpal bone, left hand, subsequent encounter for with a fracture with subsequent encounter for union. So again, we go back to the ICD-10 CM coding assistant, injury here, and then injury not related to birth. So in this case, you choose wrist, and then you know it's a fracture here. You choose a fracture at wrist hand level. And then you choose the first metacarpal bone, because that's mentioned in the example here. And then it's the shaft of the first metacarpal bone. And also now you have a displacement also with left hand. You choose the second choice. And then the seventh character, you have to choose the union here. So again, we have this code here, S62.242P. So you can click this here to go to the coding book here. So that's the second example. So here is the answer to the two examples. So please do your homework, do your work, and use your manual, and then code those two examples. So finally, I just want to mention the advantage of Code Assistant. So in this feature, you can document and code at the same time. So as you choose the menu along, click the menu, do the choice. You also document the injury. So in this way, you are guaranteed to have a correct code, and also you are guaranteed to have a compliant document. So this is a very cool feature, and you can let your doctor or medical provider know. So this the availability of this Code Assistant feature, they would really appreciate this kind of software to help them to document the injury. Thank you very much for watching.